determination. How to get you some.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to the Hopefulist. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. The quote of the day today is, "Your brain is your bitch." That's right, I said it. That's right, I let it loose this morning. You are the boss of your brain. So make that work for you. We're going to talk more about, obviously, determination throughout today's podcast. It is Grateful Monday. If you're not familiar with what that means, it's the day that I go through and read a couple of my own personal entries from my own gratitude journal to show how easy it is to write down 3 to 5 things every day that we are grateful for from the past 24 hours. A couple of things I was grateful for this week. My nice long walk on the beach. I posted some pictures of that. I had gotten the idea that I was going to do that a little more often, but you know what? It's gotten downright cold around here. It's gotten really, really cold. Another thing I was grateful for is Tucker snoring. I don't know. It just cracks me up. Cracks me up and warms my heart at the same time. And she does a lot of snoring, let me tell you. We went to visit Joe's mom yesterday for her birthday, brought her some flowers. She was so cute. We brought in the flowers and put them on the table, and Joe gave her her card, and we're sitting there chatting for a little bit, and at one point she says, "Are the flowers for me?" We're like, well, who else would they be for? Of course they're for you. And then afterwards, we went to do one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. We went to a bookstore. That's right. I can't even remember the last time I was at a bookstore because, I just order everything from Amazon now. Or sometimes if I just get something spur of the moment, it's at Target or, BJ's. Every once in a while, I'll grab something at the register. Even at the grocery store, they sometimes have some stuff. But it's been a really long time, because they're pretty hard to find at this point. I don't know what Barnes & Noble is doing to stay in the game. God bless them. I hope they do, because there's just nothing like roaming around the bookstore. And my arms were full when I went up to the register. It's another reason it's probably good that the bookstore is a little out of my way. I tend to go a little crazy when I get inside a bookstore. I mean, I buy everything from those tiny little books, just like full of quotes and stuff, to novels, to personal development. I bought some inspirational stickers. I mean, you name it, it's up for grabs. So I got some cool stuff. Very excited to dive into all of that. There are a couple of things I was grateful for this past week. Jumping right into the question of the day, we're talking about badasses. And, of course, my Tucker, major badass. She's always been a badass. I got to tell you, this tiny little thing has never been afraid of anything. Ever. She took a roll out of the mouth of a German Shepherd when she was not even a year old yet. She's crazy. She is just out and out crazy. She's lucky she's had me to protect her all this time, because now she's trying to take on the swans, as I've mentioned. Those swans will drag her into the lagoon and drown her. So I put a picture of her because one of the things that I had found at the bookstore was, and you can see it in the picture, a little box of Badass, of course put out by Jen Cinchero. All kinds of fun stuff in there. Some flare pins and some magnets and just some really, really cool stuff inside this tiny little box. She is making a fortune on me, I got to tell you that. But Linda chimed in that Tucker is a badass because she takes all of Ruffin's balls. That's right. She takes everybody's balls. She thinks everything is for her. She is selfish. She has only child syndrome and does not know how to share. But yeah, she will grab toys, food, whatever, right out of a way bigger dog's mouth. She's not so smart. Lynn says, my dogs are badasses because they fiercely guard my side 24/7 from the ghosts in our home and all the ferocious delivery people who come and plant packages on our porch. I can't even begin to count the number of walkers they alert me of who dare go by our home every day on their watch with dogs even. I know. They are my heroes, though, truly. They are far too sweet to be badasses. That's why Tucker always gets all the balls. Aw. Tucker made a bad name for herself. Val says, my dogs are badasses because they protect us and bark at every little sound. Marcy says, my cat is a badass because, well, just look at his face. She posted a picture, and he does. He looks like a major league badass. So if you haven't checked out the pictures, make sure you check out the picture of Marcy's cat. I believe Leonidas is his name. And Kathy chimed in that my pet is not badass because she is an adorable little cutie. Well, we all know that. Come on. Even she knows that. She can be so mean sometimes, though. Oh, my gosh, she's so mean. She'll blatantly ignore me and her dad, and it makes us crazy. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? She's a toy hog. She's just not going to change at this point. You know, she's 14 and a half. Joe was trying to get her to let go of a toy yesterday, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you even bothering? She is not going to change now. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Now, that's not really true. I do believe that you can, but she's 14 now. And she's just set in her ways. Yeah, she has some issues. But, you know, don't we all? Don't we all? On to the topic of the day, that is determination. The definition of determined, having made a firm decision and being resolved not to change it. Oh, how we long for determination. It's one of those things we all wish we had, but sometimes lack. We make a decision and let ourselves be talked right out of it. That was me last week. Yes, I suffered some stress and threw all my good decisions out the window, along with all the hard work I had endured up to that point. And what did it solve? Nothing, really. If I'm to be honest, it did make me feel better in the moment, but now I'm disappointed in myself and how I let myself get so off track. What do we do when that happens? Dust ourselves off and get right back on. You likely spent some time thinking about your resolutions, goals, new habits, what have you, and there is a reason you want it to change. So what are those reasons? This is what keeps you anchored. When you feel like you're on the edge of giving in, go to those reasons. The why of what you are doing will get you through rough moments like nothing else will. I have put on quite a bit of weight in the last few months. I don't feel good about myself, nor do I feel good in my body. It's literally harder to move. I can't even get in and out of the car as easily. I'm unhappy about it. I want to get back in shape and to a lower weight, one that feels good. This is what I need to remember when I want to go off plan. This is what I need to tell myself when I don't feel like getting a workout in. This is what I have to tell myself when I am staring down a brownie. It's the reason behind our decisions that keep us going. It's why we need a really strong why. If we were happy with our lives, we likely wouldn't be making changes. So we need to remind ourselves of those reasons often. Set up your day for success. Schedule activity into your day. Prep food ahead of time so you will make good choices when you're starving. Don't wait until you're starving to make yourself a meal. It won't be a good one. Don't wait until the end of the day to decide whether you want to work out or not. Schedule it, and don't break promises to yourself. Changes are hard. That's why we are so bad at them. And so few of us actually make them stick. But you can. It's all up to you. You can set yourself up for success or wing it and likely fail. It takes a plan and then determination. Keep at it. Keep it up. If at first you don't succeed, try again. You'll get it. You've got this. I know you do. Oh, it's Monday already, but it is my favorite day of the week after Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, it is a brand new week full of possibilities and opportunities. Now go make things happen and be badass. I'm here cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.